Hey guys, we're back again with another quick video. This video here, we're going to change a headlight ballast on a 2006 to 2011 Cadillac DTS. Maybe similar for other Cadillac or other GM models in general. The problem I was having with this car is shortly after I bought it, the driver's side headlight started to flicker a little bit. I could turn the headlight switch off and turn it back on, and it would come on and it would work. And then eventually, within a couple months, it got to a point where the light wouldn't come on at all. So the first thing I did was I figured it was probably a bulb. I knew it could either be the bulb or the ballast, but the bulb was the cheaper alternative. So I opted to buy a bulb. Now I priced a bulb aftermarket at, I think it was Napa that had one in stock. They wanted, I think, $87 or something like that plus tax for the bulb. The dealer wanted more, 130 or something like that. So obviously, the way I am, I went on eBay to the China stores, and I found a 2-pack of bulbs, the same color temperature as what's supposed to be in this car, for $15. I ordered those up, waited 2 months for them to get here. I tore it all apart, I don't know, about a week or so ago, and put the new bulb in, and turned the lights on, and exact same thing. No light, nothing at all, no flicker, no anything, totally dead. So at that point I figured, well, okay, it's definitely the ballast, which isn't really what I wanted to hear. But anyway, I got online and I got looking around, and they ranged in price all over the place really, but I mean, they are also available from China, same place I got the bulb. $40 for the ballast, which is pretty good price or whatever. I think the dealer wanted 200 and some or 300 and some dollars. The salvage yards, they wouldn't sell just the ballast, they'd only sell the whole headlight assembly as one unit for $350. So I really didn't want to wait another 2 months for a ballast to come from China. I already waited 2 months for the headlight bulb and it didn't work. So I ended up opting to go sort of in the middle of the road, and I ordered one out of California so I could have it, within a few days. And I ordered it mid last week. Today's Friday of the following week, so it took about a week and 2 days or so to get here. It came in this morning, so what we're going to do is we're going to put that in and hope that that fixes the issue. I didn't really get any video of taking the headlight out. A lot of other videos on YouTube here show you have to take the whole front bumper cover and grill and everything off. I didn't really do that. I just dropped the excuse me, I just dropped the corner off the fender and grabbed down there and pulled, well, sort of maneuvering the headlight assembly, and as you can see, I got it out. So it's just it's one bolt up there, another bolt down there, and then there's one down in there that you have to get to from the other side, in behind the wheel well liner. You have to remove the bottom clips from that and pull it off. Then it's just the 3 bolts, and sort of messing around with that bumper cover a little bit without taking it right off, and you can get the headlight bucket out, and then the ballast just it just screws onto the bottom there, and you just unplug those 2 wire connectors. So I'll take you over to the bench here and show you what we got going on over there. Okay, so we got all the components right here. Here's the old ballast that was in it. The connectors, as you can see, are really corroded. The casing was kind of deteriorated and corroded. These are the bulbs right here. This is the old one, the one that was in the car, that I'm assuming is still good since the new bulb did the same thing. But that's what they are there. They just have a little pigtail connector on them right at the bottom. And here's the new ballast here that I got from California. I think it was $120 some dollars, somewhere in the middle of between what the dealer wanted and what I could have got one from China for. But they claim that this one is the actual OE replacement or equivalent to what's in the car. So I'm hoping by spending the extra money to get it faster, I also bought a better quality product. It's hard to say. Like as far as these lights go, this is one of the brand new ones. It looks exactly the same, pretty much. Same sticker and everything. But who knows if the quality's the same, I'm not sure. I'm going to get this ballast on, this new one. And if the other bulb, the replacement bulb that I put in, looks different color-wise than this original one, I'm probably going to put this original one back in so they look the same, provided this bulb still works, which I'm hoping it does. So anyway, this ballast here, if I can get it open with one hand, I took the liberty of tearing it apart after I got it out. I wouldn't exactly recommend doing that, because if you do any research on H.I.D bulbs, the ballasts themselves and the bulbs inside here, they hold a major amount of current or amperage, and it can be seriously fatal to fuck around with any of this stuff. So I wouldn't recommend tearing this apart, but I wanted to see what was going on inside this thing, since it wasn't working. So I ripped it apart, and there's the circuit board. I was hoping I'd see some real bad visual damage on it. Other than the connector inside, the rest of the board doesn't really look too bad. But I'm assuming, because of how bad that connector is there, that that's probably what my issue is. So we're just going to go ahead here and put this this new ballast in and get it plugged in and everything, and then we'll see if she lights up. Okay, so we have the light assembly out of the car up on the bench here, and I'm just gonna show you how to put the ballast on, and then since I've got it out of here anyway, I'll show you what the whole bulb assembly entails. There's only going to be 2 screws going in this. There's a third one right there, but I snapped it off getting it out, and I'm not going to bother drilling that out or anything like that, so that's in there really good. So here's the bulb assembly here. I already took the screws out of this, so you take these 3 screws out and lift that out. And in here you've got these spring-loaded retainers. Undo those. Pull that plug off, and the bulb just comes right out like that. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty simple. Like I said, just screw that ballast on the bottom, and that's what the whole bulb assembly consists of. So now we'll go back to the car and try to get this back in. I'll probably have to fight with it where I didn't take the whole bumper cover off like GM suggests. But we'll get that back in and see if it works.
Some time to push it. It takes some time for hate. Never take a second of bullshit. Make them come at you straight. Somebody will catch you running. Coming from a vegetable fate.
Okay guys, so this is the bolt that I was telling you about that goes up to the inside of the headlight. You got to peel this inner fender back, and there's no way I can get the camera in there. It's way back in there, obviously where the headlight bucket is. So you got to get a 10mm nut on the end of that on about 6 extensions, and sort of feel your way in there and get it on there. And then tighten it up. Alright, so up here you've got 2 more bolts, one right there and one right there. You just get the light up in there lined up with the holes and get those started, and then just button those down. They're 10mm as well, same as the one in the inner fender. Alright, so a little bit of a fight, but we got the light back in without taking the whole bumper cover off. Not necessary. So I'll just finish buttoning that up, getting the inner fender put back in and the bumper cover up in the corner back up in place in the wheel well there, and we'll see what happens when we try the lights. Okay, so everything's all back together. I got the inner fender back in. I got the shroud on the top, the cowl there. So I guess we'll go around now and turn the switch and see what we get.
Okay. Show me.
Okay guys, as you can see, the lights are working. It was the ballast. Ballast fixed it. So hopefully this video helps at least one person out that's having problems with these Cadillac H.I.D systems or Buick Lucerne or other GM models. It's more than likely going to be your ballast or your bulb. Of course, it could be a lot of other issues such as grounds or bad wiring or something, but more than likely it's going to be your bulb or your ballast. I didn't end up using either one of the new bulbs that I got from China. I just put the old bulb back in it because it was the second one I put in it, and I didn't want the colors to not match between the two lights, and I didn't want to tear the other corner off the car and change both bulbs, so I just left the old one in. But as much of a pain in the ass as these H.I.D systems are to work on, I will admit that they do work really well. This car at night, you can see like a really, really crisp, bright white light a long distance in front of you, and it really is. It makes it really good to drive at night. But anyway, like I said, hopefully this video helps a few people out, and if you have any comments, please leave them down below. Click like if you like the video, and if you want to watch a couple more of my videos, there'll be a link right there to one, and then another one there, and then subscribe right down there. Alright, thanks a lot, guys.